Yay!
Welcome to the show.
Happy New Year.
I'm Suzy.
I'm Sharon.
And today, what are we going to be making?
I'm making cream puffs. What are you
I'm
making?
making something puffy too.
Whoa.
But it's popovers. Yeah. So first, I think because mine doesn't take so long, I'll start with mine. Does that sound like a good idea?
Well, I don't know. You don't always have the best ideas. You know
Well,
what?
and did you catch that? My Chandra, my daughter, said
Yeah.
that she's more of a Sharon when she cooks, not a Suzy. And that's the whole thing with our concept. We got a Suzy or a Sharon.
Yeah.
That's the SOS. Or you can call us too if you need help with something. We might be able to figure it out.
We might be able to figure it out. Like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And so what I do is I have my recipe here on my phone. And this is the old iPhone that I use, and I'm using the Organize Eat app. And
it's on our site now. I
well,
saw it.
It's going to be.
Oh,
Not yet. It's
not yet.
Not yet.
Oh.
We're hoping to get it on there so that you can just download the recipes right onto your phone and then have them with you. So when you're traveling to another person's house, like your sister's, you have your recipe with you.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm making popovers.
Allrecipes.com. Cream puffs.
Okay, so mine, what you want to do is you want to beat just until smooth. 1 cup of milk. So I'm going to put 1 cup of milk in here. Oh, you know what? I do need a whisk.
Oh, I have one.
Yeah, we need
what
a
color
whisk.
would you like?
Oh my gosh, I like that big one.
And then I have other one. That one
We
there.
wished you a wonderful 2019.
We wished you one.
Yeah, we wished you one. And then I'm going to have a tablespoon of melted butter. And then we have 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And I put whoops, that's not all-purpose flour. This is. And I put just a dash of salt in there. I didn't put the recommended amount, which is a 1/4 teaspoon.
She doesn't put much salt into anything.
No, I kind of like it salt-free. But you know, the butter has some salt in it, so
Yeah,
it'll still be a
yeah,
little
it's
bit
going to
salty.
be good.
And
Maybe. Are
anyway,
you making a savory or a sweet popover?
we're not
there
adding any sugar or anything to it, but we're going to add some other stuff. And I forgot to bring that out. We need raspberries and blueberries.
Well, you get to work and I'll
Yeah,
find
and
the
then,
raspberries.
well, you know
I know
what?
where
You'll
they
make
are.
yours, and then
Yeah.
I'll go and get mine.
Okay.
Okay.
I know where
So
they are.
we're going to whisk this, and you want to beat it until it's almost smooth.
Strawberries and raspberries and avocados.
No avocados today. I decided not to do the avocado thing right now. And then we got the 2 eggs beaten. And so we're going to add just part of that in now, and then I'll keep on stirring.
You want me to prep these for you?
No, that's okay.
I got a gadget I could show them.
Well, not right now, because
Okay.
we'll do the fillings when we're later on. But
Okay.
I'll just need a few blueberries, because what I'm going to show you.
How was your Christmas?
Oh, it was great.
She just got here today, so we haven't had much time to visit.
Yeah.
So, what did you do? Did Chandra and Chad come home?
Yes, I had 2 of my children come home. One had to stay behind with her 2 little ones, but I'm glad they did because we had a big blizzard, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
And the one had to end up staying 100 miles before she even got home. Because
I know. She should have stopped here.
Yeah, she should have, but she didn't. So now mine's all whipped up, and it's not supposed to be much heavier than whipped cream, so I'm going to go in closer so you can see that. And so you can see it's just a thin batter.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be taking and putting this into the pans. But first, yeah.
There's a little bit of butter she's put into these pans.
Yeah. And we have the
them.
oven set at 425.
450.
450 I like. And so these are going to go into the pan, and you want to only fill them 3/4 full. And so popovers seem hard, but they're actually quite easy.
I made them once, and they didn't turn out, so I've never made them again. And I sold my pop-up pan in the garage sale this summer.
Oh, well, then you can't make them ever again.
No, I don't want to. I'll make cream puffs.
So I'm filling these up. And then,
you're going to need my handy dandy spatula.
yeah, I'm going to need a scraper.
You'll find that this is a really nice one.
And
It's flexible. It's a nice one.
so I'm going to put this in there, and then I see that I've overfilled them, and that wasn't a good thing.
Well, you overfilled the second one. Otherwise, you're okay, I think.
Yeah, but I should have had enough for this one.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
so something I did wrong. But anyway, that's part of the fun of being on TV here.
You're making a mess.
Yeah, well, that's the fun of working with batter. Well, I can't wait to see you work with yours. That pastry bag's going to be interesting.
I've never used a pastry bag, so, but I have, kinda. But this is a fancy one.
So what I'm going to do is so
Just
that
laugh
this,
at me.
yeah, so that it doesn't all burn on here. I'm going to just kind of wipe that around there. And you know, don't be afraid to try something even if you aren't perfect at it. My motto is just do it. Good enough is good enough.
No, if you're gonna do it.
Like I said, Chandra's a Sharon. She wanted to throw out
my goodness.
our stuff because I accidentally added the nuts in at the wrong time. Okay, so now these are going to pop
I've thrown away many things because it wasn't right.
These are going to pop into the oven for 15 minutes. And I don't know if you can see, they're just the batter's in there just a little bit like that. And you don't want to open up the oven. So you're going to go in there for 15 minutes, the 450, which sounds incredibly long. But before we pop them in there, I'm going to put just a few blueberries in on top on these.
Those were pre-washed. I
Yeah.
made sure of that.
Yeah, I spit on them. And then I'll put just a couple with raspberries. We'll just put a couple raspberry ones in there. But now, this is one of the ways that you can make them kind of more of a, like a breakfast popover. And, but you can also make filling to go in them just like you can with the cream puffs. That's why we did the two puffy things to show the
Anytime
contrast.
I've eaten a popover, Susan, it's been like a bread in a bread. It's been a bread.
Like a bread, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
like a bread. Like at the Radisson, they served
Yeah.
it as versus serving a loaf of bread.
Okay, now we're going to set the timer for 15 minutes. And then Sharon's going to go on to make hers.
Okay, I'm going to make some cream puffs now. We're going to take,
You only set it for 5. Oh, no, it is
No,
for 15.
15.
Never mind. I thought it was
oh
wrong.
my goodness. Too much champagne.
Yahoo! Okay, here, we're going to go in on Sharon.
Okay, we've got a cup of water. We've got 8 tablespoons, which is a stick. And half a teaspoon of salt. And I didn't do a real full half teaspoon because it is salt. 1.5 teaspoon of sugar. Now, we're going to move to the stove and bring that to a boil. Over here. And have my wooden spoon ready because you work with a wooden spoon. I make some other things that spoons. I make a toffee at Christmas time.
Yeah, and it's a secret recipe.
It is a secret recipe. We were talking about it. I said, maybe just before I die, I'll teach one of the granddaughters.
Yeah, like we all know when we're going to just before we die.
But anyway, this will come to a boil. And
Get that on there.
yep, this
Okay.
is melting. And does that bother anything if I
No,
turn that on?
You can see where you're
and
at.
I can see what I'm doing. And once this comes to a boil, we're going to throw the flour in there. And then I'm going to need some eggs. And then my hands are going to get a workout. I've decided not to use the mixer. I'm going to use my hands to beat these. You can use the mixer with the paddle blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we let that cook a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, now it's boiling.
Okay, we got it boiling. Now we're going to take it off the heat. I'm going to put it over here, and you dump the whole cup of flour in, and you beat that together real quickly
So it doesn't get lumpy.
so it doesn't get lumpy, and it will
Here, we can go into the other
Yep.
camera there, and you can
Yep.
show by the eggs there.
See how that gets kind of shiny? Okay, see how that pulls away from the sides of the pan? That's perfect. Now we're gonna put it over here for about 30 seconds and get the glossiness off from it. We're gonna dry it out, is what we're doing here. Okay, that's dry enough. Doesn't take long. And now we're gonna add the eggs.
Do you have to cool it first before adding those eggs? When it gets
Well, I
stringy?
think so. I don't think so. Return the pan to the heat and cook, stirring 30 seconds to evaporate. Scrape the sides into a mixer. Okay, now this is... Mix at medium speed with the mixer running and working, 1 egg at a time.
Okay, you want me to help you?
Yeah, yep, you do that.
Because I suppose the mixer is because that egg doesn't...
Yep.
I would think it'd curdle. It just
Well,
seems-
here it comes. Okay, that looks just like what it used to look like when I do it.
She used to make these when we were a kid.
Yep.
She made them, and I remember them being all puffed up and have whipped
Oh,
cream in them. And
Delicious. I'm going to teach you guys how to make real
Here,
whipped
I'll crack
cream.
Watch this. I'll crack an egg, not in a separate bowl. Here we go.
Here we go. Oh,
I
my,
did
you did it. You did it. You did it. Okay, not too fast. We got to get this mixed in there. We got to mix them in there. Nothing started cooking yet. See, that's kind of like what the paddle does, but you want it to kind of come off the sides of the kettle before you put the next one. Okay, we're ready for one more.
No shells.
Oh, see, I knew you could do it, Susan. I knew you could do it. Suzy can do it. She can do it. She can crack an egg without putting shells in there. Okay.
So we only got 2 eggs in there, or 3.
We got 3 eggs in
now
there.
What?
Well, it's 3
The
to
dough should
4
be
eggs.
thick, and it is thick.
Mix until the dough is thick but should fall slowly and steadily from the beaters when you lift them out of the bowl. If the dough is still clinging to the beater, add the remaining egg and mix until incorporated.
I think that, you know what it reminds me of? The Play-Doh that I make with Hunter, my grandson.
Yep,
It looks
okay,
just like it.
but you know what?
Do you think it should have another egg? I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Here, show it on the,
I don't think so.
you see that? I'll put it on the other camera so they can see it.
Okay,
Here,
I
turn
think-
it this way. There we go.
there. Is this a camera?
Yep,
Here we
that's
go.
the camera.
I think that's perfect. Okay, and it's supposed to be,
Now you put it in the pastry bag, right?
yeah.
Now this is the fun part. Do we have a cookie sheet ready to go?
No, but that's only a second to get one.
Well, we can put it in the,
I don't like how it's still so shiny. I want
You
to
don't
just
think it
beat
should
it.
be
I
shiny?
know I want to beat it just a little bit more. Okay,
now here's where we could have the Michael Jackson sound. Just beat it.
just beat it. Okay, open that for me. And
I know what you wanted to say.
whoops. There we go.
And didn't fall on the floor, so we just
No,
stick
we
it in
can
there.
use it.
Now, I don't know if this tip's going to be big enough to squeeze stuff out of it. I might have to work pretty hard, but we need a cookie sheet.
Yeah, just grab a cookie sheet.
Does it say it needs to
It
be
didn't
lined
say
in?
anything. Well, let's put some parchment paper on there. And we've got that real handy right here. So that's not a big deal. And it didn't say anything about that big enough. Maybe not.
Well, let's try it.
Let's-
Well, we're going to do 2 layers. It's not quite long enough.
There
You
we
got to
go.
measure that out there a little better.
There we go. Yeah, that was fine. I still haven't figured out how parchment paper doesn't catch on fire.
Well, I'm gonna get the scissors and trim that up. Where's your kitchen scissors?
It's in
Oh,
with
there it
the
is.
knives.
You
Okay.
must have used it earlier on something.
Yep. Okay. Now, 2-inch rounds.
And I think that,
Oh, this is going to take forever.
yeah, that's because it's a really small tip there.
Why'd you put that one on there?
Because that's the only one you had. I still think the spoons would have worked better.
Well, here.
Well, let's just
Let's
take
take
that
it out,
tip
take
out,
that out.
and just go through the big loop of it.
Yeah, that was... Okay.
So
Is it coming off?
we've never made them with the part. Yeah, now just push
No,
it through
I
that
bet
big
you.
hole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just push it through the.
Oh.
But it's supposed to make them prettier when you go this way. They'll look like
That looked like about two. Oh, that
Yeah.
looks nice.
Yeah, that looks better.
They look like dog turds.
Yeah, they look like.
You know what?
They should be chocolate with the purple or with the brown emoji.
Well, that
Here,
one
just
didn't work.
Turn them over a little bit or move it over a little bit. They can see it on camera.
That one didn't work too good. I wonder, I'm thinking, I worked at the Dairy Queen.
Yeah, make a little
And-
curly Q.
I wonder if I could.
Oh, there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't quite look like the DQ.
No, it looks like the turn just ended. Wrong with that.
Okay, now
So we're gonna bake them for 15 minutes.
15 minutes and then
At-
reduce to
at-
375.
Right, but what temperature do we? 425.
425.
So we got these in
We
there.
got 2 minutes to go.
So we're gonna come back and we're gonna show you what they look like when they're all done, and then we'll show you what we're gonna make for fillings, and we're gonna come up
Yes.
with a buffet of fillings.
A buffet of fillings.
Well, maybe one or two. I don't know how big a buffet that is, but
There's only 4 of us.
yeah. Well, we're
Okay.
gonna give them away to the neighbors and everything like that.
We are?
So,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Now, and then we're gonna come back and show you what our masterpieces look like.
Bye.
Bye.